All right. So, as you mentioned before, you work with a small staff. Most of the time, it's one person working with you. But you've had some very talented designers work with you over the years. Ian and Jesse both come to mind. Can you talk a little bit about how you collaborate with your staff and with your clients?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been, me and basically one person, and we do hire different people as needed. We hire, XML programmers or photographers, writers, market research people, whatever we need to kind of do the job. But the core team is just me and one other person. So it's been really interesting. And I think these Barbara Lynch websites are a good example of kind of they're true collaborations. So it's I can do a very little bit of coding, but no like flash craziness. So Jesse Hart, who is my assistant, kind of basically did this coding on top of XML system that was developed by Aaron Carmasiano. He has a studio called Subluxed. The photographer is Justin Ide for most of these things, and you can just kind of launch one of these up. But it was kind of setting up a system that then would make it really easy for them to work through a CMS, but still have a Flash-based interface. But it was so much simpler than anything they'd done before. So we kind of adopted this whole system for all the websites for Barbara Lynch. So it's, they can update the menus like every day, but it still kind of looks cool. And then each one of the different sites, just go
back here.
Go back, sure. I'll just click through some of these other ones. It has kind of the same back-end structure, but a little bit. We can go back to Keynote.
Okay, sorry.
Has a little bit of a different front end that kind of reflects the mood of the restaurant, or in this case a shop, in this case a demonstration kitchen, but all the same kind of thing. So I think, I think these are a good example of kind of collaboration. In this case, it was a artist, Lori Nix, who did these little kind of dollhouse-sized illustrations that she done photographed. But we're talking like, I don't know, 8, 9 different websites. And so something like that, you really need to kind of put together these teams, or everyone has their part. And even though I'm kind of, in a way in charge of that, you're definitely relying on good people at every level. And I think, that's the great thing about being able to pick and choose, rather than saying, here's a guy, on our team that he's okay at this, but he has to do it because he's, he works here. Rather than, you can say, here's the person I think is really right for this. It kind of works for us. And, I think this is a good example of how we could crank out all this stuff.